All right, looking at level 2 of horse, and here we have in a 3-player game with player 1 taking the first shot, who takes the X shot. So who takes the 13th, the 80th, the 92nd, etc. And to kind of show how things are working here, so I've got 1 through 13 just to illustrate here to match up with our example 2. And so player 1 takes the first shot, 2 the second shot, third shot would be player 3, then we recycle. 1, 2, 3 again, 1, 2, 3. So we can see here that it's 13 shot would be number 1 as indicated. All right. So how do we do this fairly easily for these other numbers? Well, we'll use what's called the mod function. Okay, and it returns the remainder of taking a number and dividing it by. In this case, our divisor is going to be 3. So we take the 13 and divide by 3. Okay, gives us 1. Now we're going to have a little problem. I'll go ahead and just copy this down. I'm doing it over to this side so we can see a little easier. So I'll just copy this down. Okay, so notice we get 0. So it works fine on players 1 and 2, but on player 3 we get a 0 in terms of, when I say player 3, in terms of the shot selection. All right, so why is that the case? So this 0 corresponds to taking 24 divided by 3, which that gives us a result of 8. So there's no remainder. Okay, whereas if we divide 80 by 3, we have a remainder of 2. If we divide 67 by 3, we get a remainder of 1, which corresponds to the correct player. So what we need to do here is build in an if. I'll just go back up here to the original. Okay, and edit it and throw in an if. Okay, so if our mod result is 0, we actually want to get value of 3. If not, we want to get the mod function back. So I'll just type in mod there, so, and vision of 3. Okay, all right. And I don't use the mod function very often, so this is a quick description. And so here again we've got a result. Okay, let's make sure it's correct. And I'll just, since I've got my values over there, I'll just copy and paste special. So that's not, there we go. Okay, paste values. All right, you can see that those are correct. So again, that is the mod function. Don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. So I would encourage you, if you're not familiar with the mod function, which it is one of those that I don't use very often, as to how it works. But it gives you the remainder. So again, in this case, you take 80 divided by 3. You'd have a remainder of 2. All right. Okay.